Hello, and welcome to Occasional Levity on Unsafe Space. Today is Friday, November 4th, 2022. And here with me tonight are my co-hosts, Alex and Juliet.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi, everybody.
How are you guys doing?
Alex is a surprise even to us.
I know, yeah, she just showed up last minute. We did not expect her. And we also have your friend Paul as our guest tonight. So he's going to be coming on in a moment once we do our little housekeeping things. But how are you guys doing?
I'm like you. It's been a day.
Yeah.
But we're here now. And now we just get to have fun.
Did your day entail how you 2 weeks ago became a newspaper reporter and then today found out that the newspaper is shutting down? And today was the last day.
What? Beverly.
So I have a subscribe star. Go to subscribestar.com/thedimside. Could really use some money. Gotta start looking for work again.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool. But don't tell anyone because people don't know that yet until the paper comes out tomorrow, which is the last one. So.
Oh my gosh.
So unless you can one up that, Juliet.
I don't know that I can, although like now I'm worried like someone should sage you or something. Really bad luck.
I know. I knew, I was like, it's probably going to shut down within like a year or two. It's a newspaper. It's a dying industry. It's just going to happen eventually. Did not expect it to be today.
Oh my god.
So yeah. So that's happening. I don't even. So that's like I'm a little discombobulated now. I don't even know what is going on. What is upcoming? We don't know any information about book club except for maybe it's going to be Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but date has not been decided. I also don't know what we're allowed to announce publicly here, but I like to be able to warn people that this is our penultimate episode of Occasional Levity. And if you don't know what that means second to last. Because Unsafe Space, we're going in a little bit different direction, but I don't know how much. Are we allowed to talk about that now?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Carter said something about it yesterday, but I've had a day, so I didn't have time to go and see what he said. Don't look at dangerous thoughts. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if he said a little bit of it, then I'll say that we're moving in a more like written direction of stuff, though. So like videos are going to be less, and just kind of going in a different way for it. So you'll still get content, just in a different form. But we're gonna drop this one. However, we've discussed, except for Alex, still has not clarified whether or not she's interested in joining. But at least Juliet and I have said we would like to continue doing this type of show. I'll be on another channel potentially. I'm trying to do more on like my personal channels too, which is on Rumble. I think we'll do Rumble only. I don't want to do news on YouTube. So rumble.com/c/thedimside. I think you have to put that C in there. So maybe we'll do it on that. But Alex still is just giggling and not actually saying whether or not she's interested in this.
So it depends on the time. Like I would do it. It just depends on when we're gonna do it.
You just haven't even said like whether or not like I am interested if we can. She's just it's true. You don't know what I want from this though. So I'm gonna
Okay, so Carter has apparently said that most video content is going away.
Okay.
So
at least he spilled the beans first. But yeah,
like 451 is not going to be a video on Tuesday. Like I know
just
that.
Going to do written. Okay. Yeah. So,
which reminds me, I have to remove it from the schedule on my
your channel.
On my channel.
.com/C or users. I don't remember how you do it.
It's C
of all trades. Miscelli.
Yes.
I don't have the links up, so I'm just going to say them out loud. Okay, so I guess like those are important housekeeping things. Any other things? So next week we'll have Elle on, and that'll be our last episode for Occasional Levity, and then we'll figure out. Just keep following us elsewhere to figure out if you want to continue watching us talk about nothing. then follow us there. I think you can probably find it here. I'll just post my Discord server, because that's where I'm just going to post all of the video things. Post that in the StreamYard and the Rumble. And hello to Rumble people. Hate Your State, Mr. Lot too, Mutter Fetcher. Hello.
Oh, hi guys.
Look at them over on Rumble. Okay, well, if that's everything, let's bring on your friend Paul, who can introduce himself, because I just met him a few minutes before we started.
Oh my God, it's a dream come true. Nice to meet you all. Julia, we know each other already.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So what a downer. Oh my God. I was sitting in the backstage listening to this. Juliet's working for a dead newspaper. The show's canceled.
Juliet is
no.
Beverly. I don't know.
We're going to have to change this from occasional levity to chronic depression.
Total seriousness.
Oh my God.
I downloaded that, Alex, right before the show just to do this. But I guess the silver lining is that the penultimate is mightier than the sword ultimate.
Sword ultimate, the penultimate.
I'm a hack. Hello, everyone. What's on your mind?
I don't even know where my slide whistle. I have a real life slide.
You actually have?
Yeah.
Do you have a clown outfit? It's probably yes.
Yes, I do have a clown outfit. Yeah.
I knew it.
Of course you do.
That was brilliant, if I may say so myself.
Brilliant, if I do say so myself.
Is upside down.
I'll chill on those. Hello, everyone. I bet you're wondering who I am and how I got here. May I explain?
Yes, please.
I'm a Make-A-Wish kid, and I called up Make-A-Wish, and I said, I have one last wish. And they said, what do you want to do? I want to go on a great talk show. Which one? And I said, Timcast. And they said, best we can do is Unsafe Space. I'm like, great. I can't wait to meet Carter. And they're like,
Can't get Carter.
well, you do get to meet Alex of all trades. So.
And then you already knew Julia.
But then I was not going to be here.
Yeah. So that almost didn't happen.
I changed her mind.
We've been asking to be on Make-A-Wish. We've been trying to get people from Make-A-Wish all the time, and they kept rejecting us. So no one ever wanted to come onto our stream either. So.
Well, you're a great silver medal. Well, bronze medal, because I wanted to go on Narrative Dissonance. But they were booked on Monday, they told me.
Oh.
But then there was no guest. Weird.
Yeah, it's so strange. Yeah, we're booked right now too. So if you want to leave, then sorry.
I'm being kicked off Unsafe Space. Goodbye. That was my appearance.
15 seconds, I think. It's going great.
That was a tight 5, as we say in comedy. Not that I'm a comedian, but I'm trying.
You were excited when I was talking about improv last night. So
oh yeah.
I didn't know if you did have some comedian background or front ground.
I guess let me tell you about myself.
You had a joke too. You said you had some sort of joke.
That was my joke.
That wasn't about Alex. Okay. I didn't.
And also the slide whistle. Funny. It wasn't funny.
It's yeah. So you were saying.
I was saying that it is kind of surreal to be on a show like this, because just a few months ago, I was just a fan of Some Bitch I Know L. I was just in the chat. I would make funny super chats or whatever you call them on Twitch, bits. And then she asked me to be her co-host. And I did that until she yelled at me until I cried and I ran away. But I've been doing my own show. Yeah, it literally happened. Wow. I don't want to get too far into it, but she's, she lives up to her name sometimes. But we love her, right, Juliet?
Oh, yeah.
That was not a confident yeah.
Yeah, that was such a delayed reaction. And then, oh, yeah.
I just realized I'm on Wi-Fi when I have a 100-foot Ethernet cord for streaming. This is the whole reason I bought and pinned it all through my house. And now I'm terrified to disconnect from Wi-Fi, even though the other one is already
switch it because you're cutting out now.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll wait.
I'll fill in.
Oh my goodness.
You did it. Okay. All right. Well,
Okay,
what
all
else
right.
is there, Paul? You've been known to publicly cry. You got that, and then
Correct, but it's manly tears. It's like just water. Shut up.
oh.
But yeah, so it's actually funny that I got onto a co-hosting thing. I started my own stream. I invited the lovely Juliet on because radio has actually been a lifelong love of mine. I listened to the Howard Stern show for 20 years, Opie and Anthony, all sorts of stuff. So it's actually kind of a dream come true that I rode a lot of people's coattails. Some bitch I know, Juliet, Unsafe Space. And I'm trying to ride it all the way to the top, baby. Oh, yeah. PJ Party, 11 p.m. with Paul and Juliet. That's my attempt.
Riotously good time.
Yeah,
It
apparently
is.
Juliet gets pretty wasted sometimes,
do.
and
Yeah.
and then Paul clips audio bites of it.
Oh my God!
Yes.
I allegedly do that.
Allegedly.
You know how John Delarose has the allegedly thing? This is my version
Allegedly.
of that.
Just you can hear the struggle in your voice, Juliet, of trying to make your mouth do the movements that you want it
That
to
was
do.
like fourth try.
Yeah. No, because we go until like 3 a.m.
Really?
It goes like downhill progressively by the hour.
Yeah, we
But it's a
start at
good
11.
time.
I plan for like a tight 2 hours, and it goes to like 4.5 hours. It's a great time. Come hang out.
So I put the link to Paul's YouTube, and you know you have like
Nice.
Rumble and stuff too, but I wasn't already. Rumble's harder to find stuff. If you have the links, then you can share, at least in the private chat, and I will paste.
Yeah. So there's only a few things that I keep up on my YouTube because Juliet can't stop talking about vaccinations.
I heard about some things that videos need to be taken down.
So I do that. Most of my stuff is on Rumble and Odyssey, so check me out there if you want to see my past broadcasts. But on YouTube, I've actually found the shortcut secret to success. In like 18 days, I have like 500 view hours, 2,500 views on 2 videos alone. Wow. Stuttering John. Alex, I know you know who Stuttering John is.
I remember the name, but I don't know in specifics.
Can you explain, Alex, or shall I?
Well, it's a relic of radio at this point.
Yes,
but,
the Howard Stern show.
Yep, the Howard Stern show, Stuttering John. Very, like, one of the most popular features on the Howard Stern show, I would say. But, I mean, I was still a kid while Howard Stern was actually on radio. But
yeah. He was the guy who went out and asked silly questions to people, but really he was a glorified... I'm going to go through this really quick because I know no one cares, but he's a washed-up relic of radio who's a hardcore left Democrat, hates Trump, but he's constantly drunk. He has a terrible show, and there's a whole ecosystem around goofing on this guy, and it's warranted because he's an asshole. But all you need to do, just put Stuttering John in all your videos. Instant 1,500 views.
Here's a boomer question. How do I side scroll on Rumble with a mouse and keyboard? Because I can't side scroll on a
side scroll. Oh, you press in the middle button and then you move the mouse to the right and the left. Gosh. Anyway, this is the tech support stream.
It is not working though. Yeah, like I don't know.
No, Rumble. They literally make it impossible to like.
Is Rumble weird to zoom and stuff and scroll?
Yeah, like you can't like isolate the chat. Trust me.
Yeah, that's why I was it's just Rumble that I'm having trouble with this, but I wanted to bring it up because thank you, Mr. Lot 2, for the, what did you want to call them? Vibrations. The vibrations. For $5 vibration. It says, Paul, it takes a true alpha to handle 3 women at the same time. Slay, King.
Thank you. You drop this, King. Holds up a crown. Oh, tell them about Stuttering John's crowdfund cancer scam. I don't know, should I? So you have super chats here, right? Let's say you have a PayPal donation link. You do, Unsafe Space. Let's say you said, hey, I have a friend in chat, and he's got cancer, and the chemotherapy is very expensive. So donate to my Patreon or PayPal, and I'll send it to that beloved chatter. That's illegal, right? On many different levels.
It is.
There's this guy is a true scumbag. I don't know if I want to go too far into it because it's very inside baseball.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about baseball either.
But me neither. I hear Phillies are in it. I don't know. I hear every time the Phillies win, there's an economic depression.
Vaguely remember RBIs, runs batted in, and then
what?
Yeah, that was when the first time I was a newspaper reporter, and I had to cover sports occasionally, and I had no idea what I was talking about. I needed to have like just kind of form fill outs of like, this is this sport, and then insert the teams and like scores and things. Though I'm like, yes, this is how I do sports.
I bet you win all your fantasy leagues if you're in them. You're one of those people, right?
I am in 2 of them. That's the only way that I can be interested in football, and my boyfriend is obsessed with it. So then like he's going to talk to me about it all the time, and I don't care, but I only partially am because of fantasy. But I've said this before, the way I do fantasy is that I auto draft, and then I keep everyone I never trade. And the same way I play Pokemon is that like I hold on to them. The first ones that I get, you're my team forever, and then we just see how things go.
That's how I play poker.
Oh, like cards? You never give anything. It's just
I don't generally.
Whatever has.
I'm very unpredictable.
Perfect. All right. So should we do news? I know I did.
Is there news?
Alex posted later on because I was like, what should we put for the what's it called, the thumbnail, and I had to do it early this morning though, so then I didn't have a chance to do anything else. All I did was the Twitter red wedding thing, and there isn't much to that. I think I just saw that there's an article about like Elon Musk is firing like a bunch of people at Twitter to get rid of all those things.
If you want to share my screen, let me see.
Yes.
So
I'm just gonna go
let's do this one.
The same tweets.
Twitter has a massive drop in revenue due to activist groups pressuring advertisers, even though nothing has changed with content moderation. And we did everything we could to appease these activists. Extremely messed up. They're trying to destroy free speech in America. And Ian Miles Cheong, who lives in Malaysia, I don't know how he became a pundit. You can see I downloaded Slide Whistle. Hold on, let me get rid of that. It's time to stop appeasing them. You'll gain nothing, and you'll hurt Twitter. You're right. That was kind of cool. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, you can't win. They don't actually know what they want. They just want like their way, but they couldn't give you like, this is how you appease me. There's no such thing. Like they're just mad, and you can't win.
I heard a theory that Musk offered them this olive branch, that list of people he said he was going to go to, and as a way of saying, look, I'm being open and reasonable, and then hearing that, they don't have any reasonable arguments for why they want certain words and speech censored, so he's like, then we can't come to terms. But that makes it look like he's giving them a chance, which is good from a public relations standpoint, which is true. Except for with those of us who are like, don't even try, like don't, which I'm one of those people, honestly, mostly because it's like you can't come to an agreement with people who don't agree what reality is and that it exists.
Right.
But they really believe what they're shilling, don't they? Look at her. Those are those real tears, ladies? No.
No.
I don't know. Her eyes are kind of red.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell because I think sometimes there are those who are legitimately just emotional about everything, that they are going to be easy cry. Like even when you're like, this is stupid. Like, why are you that upset about it? But then there are others who do have the crocodile tears. So I don't know. Her eyes do look kind of red there. So, and I don't even know what's worse, someone who's like pretending to be sad or someone who's legitimately sad about something stupid.
And like taking a selfie. while they're like, everyone
that
knows.
makes it questionable.
Yeah, it's more
It drives me
disingenuous.
crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, no.
See, it's the thing. Like actors can make their eyes turn red. Like laymen can make their eyes turn red and make themselves look like they're crying for a picture. So that's why I don't think it's true.
Yeah. Whether or not she was actually like, she could have just worked herself up to get to that point to take the photo. And who wants to take a photo of themselves? Like, no one wants to see you ugly cry.
Yeah. Well, see, it's the thing. She's trying to look pretty while she's crying.
But it failed.
We all know the selfie game too. Like she probably has about 30 pictures of herself.
Yeah.
From that
that's
2
try
minute
number
stretch.
30.
And yeah, that was like the best lighting.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I can fix her.
All right. Let's do it.
So Birdwatch strikes again. Representative Anna V. Escamani. I must be doing something right when conservative accounts start trolling with disinformation memes. And
Wait,
of course,
got
it's
bad takes on Twitter already. Hang on, I wasn't prepared. Hold on. Okay.
I love it. Yeah, I just have a lot of tabs. I was just clicking randomly.
That's fine. We just need that.
So she says it's disinformation, rigged witch hunt. 2016, bad. 1 in 2 Americans will have election denier on the ballot. It's dangerous. And here's the context. Both tweets contained in this image were, in fact, by Representative Escamani. And the links.
No way.
She's upset. So, and she was also calling out Defiant Elves for calling her out.
Yeah.
Trying to do.
It's just our side versus theirs. There's no honesty to it. There's no argumentation. There's nothing.
Yeah. I love representatives. They're anyway.
for
Super
Florida.
Chat. Hang on, we got a
Hey.
super chat from Judge Lot. Drunk Juliet is most likely the best Juliet.
I appreciate you. You're a cool person. It's definitely a sight to behold. That way.
Have we met sober Juliet? I guess on Mondays, right?
The beginning of every show, for sure.
At the beginning, how drunk do you get on Friday streams?
Not very. I have to
Not
function. No, I'll have like a Corona or something, but
well, that'll take out Alex. 1 Corona.
I had like 1.5 because I was nervous to deal with 3 women at one time, as Mr. Lott said.
Yeah, we got to make sure you can get it up.
What?
Well, alcohol doesn't help with that.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's why
Be careful.
Stop being weird, ladies.
You're on the wrong show then if you want that.
Oh no. That's why I wanted to go on Timcast. There's nothing but bro energy there.
Men, yeah, especially because Lydia is in.
Yeah, Lydia left. Right? She's doing her own thing now, I think. Good luck to her.
Yeah. So Twitter stuff, he's firing a bunch of people, but then Alex's suggestion before was that we should talk about the amnesty, the Atlantic. Let's declare amnesty on the pandemic, whatever it was.
Okay. I don't think I have anything on that.
I think I have the Atlantic article. Hang on. And then Juliet, you wrote one on it too, right?
I did. It's my first official Unsafe Space article.
Nice.
I read the whole thing.
Oh, wow. And that's impressive for Alex because she never reads anything.
No, I hate reading.
Yeah. Everyone knows that.
I'm honestly trying to read 15 books by the end of the year. between now and
okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've read 15 books in my entire
life. Yeah. I've never finished a book. I start so many and never finish.
Oh, I'll preface that actually. 15 books in addition to the romance novels that I read like one every 2 to 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are easy reads, by the way.
Slaughterhouse 5 was kind of a romance novel.
Oh my god.
Who was the target of the romance?
It was Billy and the porn star. Hardwood. It was so romantic.
So the Atlantic.
The romantic.
The romantic Atlantic. This article by Emily Oster says, let's declare a pandemic amnesty. Let's focus on the future and fix the problems we still need to solve. I hope this is the right? How many of them are going to have amnesty things? So Juliet, do you want to explain, since you wrote an article about this article, do you want to summarize one or both of those things?
Sure. Okay, so to sum it up, this article, she's trying to make the case that basically the people that, called for their friends and family to be fired and, just kicked off social media and run out of town because they didn't just believe CNN and the CDC, like point blank, like they actually, thought about it, maybe looked at data themselves. She's like, hey, yeah, we were terrible to you, but we didn't know. Like, nobody could have known. We didn't know. And she never apologizes for any of their behavior, but she does want us to, just let it go. We got to move forward for the kids, but no apology. No true acknowledgement of what they did or how they behaved, like how they turned into this mob. But
I'm just, for me, like a lot of people are like on the education side, they're saying no, or like not seeing family members when they died, saying no. I'm like, people literally died. People committed suicide. Like people self-destructed during that period because of lockdowns. So that's my no. My no is people died. We don't move forward until there is some reprisal for that. That's right. And Beverly, I put 2 Twitter links that are a response to this. They're funny though. Like it's what I gave you today.
Oh, those ones. Okay. I have them up somewhere. Hang on. That girl and where's the other one? Isn't it a ginger boy or something?
Yeah, he's great.
Okay, hold on. Slowly doing that. And while I do that, I also want to
I have something that pertains to this. If you want to bring that up.
Let me do Alex's first.
Sure.
And then I wanted to mention too, what did it say? I think it was GI Jeep on Rumble, or as I like to say, Guy Jeep said Rigged Witch Hunt is a good band name, which I agree with.
Rigged Witch Hunt.
Okay, this one here from Allison.
I bet you that's taken already.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm thinking gothic power metal.
Yeah, it turns out that this was all.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I was really just kind of hoping.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that was what I was going to show.
Is that an apology? Because it doesn't really sound like one. I know that I called you a grandma killer, but I really just wanted what was best for you. I actually couldn't visit my grandma in the hospital or even attend her funeral, but my heart was in the right place. I also lost my business and my job. I had good intentions, and my kids' social, mental, and physical development was also hurt. Listen, we just didn't know. I knew, lots of people knew, but you refused to listen. Instead, you called us names and wished death upon us. Let's just call a truce, okay? But according to your hat, you care about social justice. What does that have to do with anything? Why don't you care about justice here? I don't hear you demanding apologies or reparations, because that would have to come from me, and we just need to move on. So you don't believe in accountability for systemic injustices when you're the one guilty. Can't we just build back and move forward? And I want to build back a system that allowed this to occur. Don't you want peace? I found this sign on the ground. Maybe you recognize it.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Yeah, I thought I was sharing my screen by accident. Yeah, I have one more thing. If you'd like to see it.
All right, we'll go to Paul, and then we'll do Alex's other thing.
Just to prove I had the same thing up. But
did.
Which one of you kids know what MIA is? She did that song, boom, boom, boom. That one. Mm-hmm. Look at this. You vaccinated my child without my consent. Made children criminals for turning up to school unless they took it. Gaslighted healthy people into thinking they are weak. Put me on the front page of the newspapers, ridiculing me. made to feel like we are murderers for believing we were healthy. So what do you think?
Wow.
No.
Wow.
So that kind of sums up. I mean, they didn't vaccinate my child, but I think I'm coming from where she's coming from.
Yeah.
I'm just.
And they're still doing the shit that they've been doing. They haven't stopped yet. They just renewed the vaccination requirement to enter the United States till 2023. So forgiveness comes when you change directions, right?
When you first you acknowledge what you did wrong.
Sure.
Then you say you're not going to do that again. You make an attempt to, fix the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talk about forgiveness, but we don't just we were really terrible to you. Let's just forget that happened.
Right. They don't want to skip the apology. That's what I mean. It always reminds me of a friend in college when Obama was potentially going to be reelected, and then he was saying how but we need to give him we can give him a second chance. It's worthwhile to give him a second chance. And I'm like, that makes sense for someone who believes that they were doing wrong the first time, but for second chances, if you don't like what he did then, and he's not saying he did anything wrong, why would you give someone a second chance?
Because the alternative was Mitt Romney.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't going to be much better, if at all. But but they are not the type of people who would ever consider that, though. Either it's just Obama's the lefty, so we have to vote for him. Yeah. I don't know.
So there's good news. Real Raven 2000. The silver lining to this is that Pfizer raised the price to, I believe, $110 per dose. Wasn't it less than 20 before?
Really?
I think so.
It's not about the money, though. Okay, it's about the people's health. That is the most important thing. You have to keep getting those boosters. Okay,
Evie Cooper says you should all be silenced. Sorry.
In what way? In what form?
Physically.
Just because we're women.
Yeah. Wait.
You agreed. It's too late.
I did agree.
All right, Alex, what was this other one you got? Hopefully the video plays. I think my internet's gonna not be great. It's been a day.
I have a sound clip of Beverly's internet.
One of the first video was in the original video. I know that much.
One of the what?
My response to the Atlantic.
Oh, one of the pauses. Okay.
Yeah.
Look. They want everybody to forget and forgive everything that happened during the pandemic. We were all
hear the music.
We were all afraid. Nah, bitch. That was we all got kidnapped and put together on an island, and then all of y'all bastards were we should eat them, and we're what the fuck? And then now they took a cup down, and we're looking at you on the ride home, and you're oh, wasn't that crazy? And we're nah, bitch. You tried to eat us. I didn't kick you out of no stores. I didn't ruin your job. I didn't tell you couldn't come to the family reunion. I didn't tell you had to drop dead of a heart attack because you didn't get the jab, so you're not welcome at this hospital. There ain't nothing to forgive on my side, baby boo. This is a you problem, and we're still talking about it.
Love it.
All right, I have a video since we're on this subject.
I don't know who that guy was, but he was
Have
great.
you seen this? This is from a while ago when Alex Rosen, the guy from Predator Poachers, stood up and talked during a Pfizer meeting. Have you seen this?
No.
We're going to, without further ado.
So when you hear of,
ma'am, I have a question. So Pfizer has the biggest criminal fine in history. So how is it anti-science to not trust them? If they're on record bribing physicians and fudging with test results, $2.3 billion fine. So how is it anti-science to simply question them? Can you explain that, please?
So I appreciate your comment. I'd like to finish my presentation and you can hold your questions.
I mean, it's not going to be answered. I have 4 questions. Hey, I have four questions that didn't get answered. What the hell are you
No, please.
What? Your ring.
Did you hear that ding, 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 ding?
questions. Hey,
One more time.
Get answered.
Listen for like ding, 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 ding.
Oh my god.
That's his wedding ring falling off.
Your ring just rolled.
You got pushed so hard.
It's right here.
Yeah, well, that guy initiated.
Yes. Yeah.
It felt like, and then he could tell him.
That's a
until it
big
got
guy
shoved
to
away,
be
yeah.
trying to
Is he
choke.
ripping off
Big
his
and
mask?
younger.
He's trying to choke him.
Yeah, but then he like also took.
Here, let me turn down the sound
Crazy
so we
man.
can comment. Here we go.
I have 4 questions. Hey, I have 4 questions that didn't get answered.
That laugh.
Yeah, he is just.
He's just angry.
wait,
He's
one
soy
human-
raging
I didn't like that guy too. He's just like, nope.
with one arm.
Yeah, and like,
One arm.
like that was a little bit of a nuisance.
That's the best part. Listen to his laugh.
Why are you doing this? That gas ring.
Your ring just rolled. It's right here.
Oh, thanks.
It's right here.
Like that guy just trying to strangle him.
Okay.
I know. Are you okay,
Rumble
sir?
chat from Mutterfetcher. You're divorced now.
Yeah. His husband was.
You're divorced now. The size of that guy that steps to him, yeah.
Soy versus the mountains, is JB.
What? Don't initiate violence.
Yeah, like don't be upset when someone defends themselves when you initiate violence toward them. Like, you don't have any right to be. Wow, that was real.
That was a lot of fun. You want to watch it one more time?
Questions that didn't get answered. What are you doing?
No, please. Oh my god. Your ring.
Gas.
Your ring just rolled.
Well, that was the.
It's right here. It's right here. Got it?
That was
Okay.
the unfair fight section of the show segment.
Yeah. Wow. I thought that was just a stupid move to do. So for that husband,
He was really bad about facts
asking
being spoken.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah. God
We don't
forbid you
need to
bring
talk
up the
about
fact
that.
that Pfizer has the biggest criminal fine in history. I mean, it's
If
true.
that isn't not even just a metaphor, because that was a literal thing that happened, but just to say like that is what was going on everywhere else though too, where it's like, hey, I have this question. No, you're going to be silenced, which is what E. Cooper wanted of us. That was to silence.
He's my friend in real life, by the way. He's fun. He's a jokester.
I don't believe
Don't
you
ban
have
him.
friends.
You caught me.
Oh no! I
Did
don't
you
find
just
that
lie to
funny.
me?
Yes, I did, Julia.
I don't ban people on here though, unless you're threatening like legitimate violence or
Yeah,
going to
stop
be some
it.
sort of spammy bot.
Oh yeah,
So
they
I-
must not like us anymore. We haven't had any.
I had them one last
Did
night
you
on my own
actually?
channel. I don't even know how it
and I took
happened.
care of it.
Yeah.
It was my alt account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just advertising my personal website.
What was it?
Six-
Oh, it was saying something about if you're lonely. I think.
It was a sex site. Another like I get
That's
those ones
mine's
all the
Yeah,
time
yeah, that's
on my channel. Like,
Oh, I
We'll,
think
we'll
Alex
plug it
brought
at the end.
Yeah. If you're lonely and looking for companionship, go to whatever Paul's sex site is. But now that we're saying that, we're probably going to get
Yeah.
some sort of bot. Well, I think it really only happens if someone in chat says something sexy.
maybe.
Everyone say things that are sexy.
No, say nothing sexy.
Someone in chat asked us what our turn-ons were.
Oh.
Do you care to answer that, anyone? My turn on is intelligent women.
Lame. I don't even know. Tall guys, that's the first thing. Yeah.
Well, you are tall, so
I know, yeah. And so anyone taller than that, so that's, yeah.
Did you know that I'm 6'9"?
Wow. Huh. I believe it. I think you're the sincerest person I've ever met.
Did you just lie to me?
You say it so drunkenly and so sassily in that clip, Juliet. Did you just lie to me? Like it sounds like you're emulating like a you know, like a drunk a drunk girl at a bar kind of thing.
Let's do it.
You don't even need to speak, Juliet. I'll speak for you.
Yeah, he's got it on.
Well, you usually do, so.
Do you hear this one?
Go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's my favorite.
He's so quiet.
Like
Also,
leaned in and whispered like Biden.
Go fuck
Hair
yourself.
sniffing and whispering.
And your grandma. Okay, we're done.
that was excessive, the grandma part.
Oh yeah, and Alex does not like whispering either. Like we've talked about hating ASMR stuff, so like whispering is, she can't.
Literally, people start doing it, and I just take my headphones.
Yeah.
And Caleb's done it to me a few times on his channel, and I just immediately remove them. And then he starts laughing too hard, and then I put it back on. He's like, and it's like, yeah, I hate it that much. There was some game, it was Torchlight 3, where there was like, the boss had all these clanging sounds, like pots and pans moving around constantly. And I literally, like during the live stream, I was like, nope. I don't need sound to beat this boss.
With like sound stuff and headphones. My boyfriend was saying how he's got an iPhone, the new iPhone 14, and he got a notification saying that like they're like regulating your volume now, that they will turn it down and it's like, here's the warning about like this is dangerous, like listening for long periods of time at low volume can be bad, and then high volume for short period. I'm like, yeah. Okay, but it should be up to that person to decide whether or not they want to go deaf for themselves. And then you can have a waiver that like upon purchasing this, we are not going to be liable for any damage that you get from it. Though, like, that's all you have to do. You don't need to be having to say like, hey, we're going to take care of like how much you're listening and how loud you're listening to it. I thought
it's for your own good.
It's for your own good.
Also, were these people not alive in like the 2000s when everybody was putting those insane sound systems in the trunk of their car?
Right.
And you could hear them like 3 blocks away. You knew your friend was about to be at your house, but like in maybe 3 minutes because you could hear them coming. Yeah, I think that's what probably is going to ruin our ears, not listening to your headphones.
You're going to get more ear damage from going to the movie theater than you are from your headphones, because they have those up too loud now. They're as damaging as going to a rock concert. But I have these things called heroes that you can put in your ears that will lower decibels but not distort sound.
You put like a whole sandwich into your ear. We call them hoagies where I'm from.
I know they do that too around here in Pittsburgh, but anyway.
Well, and then I know, like iPhone also introduced this thing where they were like, we will lock your phone if you're in your car and you're going like it did. And I was like, I don't drive. So if I'm in a car, I can guarantee you I'm not the one behind the fucking wheel. So,
more women should be like Alex and realize that they
never
drive.
Yes. I've said repeatedly I'm Asian and a woman, and I should never be. I have wrecked my car before.
Also,
I've had multiple. The stereotypes are against me. Yeah, it flipped over. It rolled down a hill and it like flipped over and landed upright. Yeah.
Yeah. I was so shocked when she said that, and I was like, this. She was talking about something else. She was like burying the lead on what was the most exciting.
I was listening to my favorite song, and then after I got out of the wreckage, wait, what? I was just talking about my favorite song by Nickelback.
They were like because the windows were shattered, and my like camera case was out in the snow, and there were a pair of jeans that were like sitting out there too. Though I'm like, how did these get outside the car?
It was about
you crashed so hard your pants flew off.
So I was wearing them. What were you saying, Alex?
I'm sorry, Alex.
You were giving me an example of police response time.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was about. And then it was like, oh yeah, I was in an accident. And I was like, oh yeah, well, because like I just think maybe a rear end bumped something. I don't know. And then just, my car flipped over several times. Like what?
Yeah, but then the important part was that we called the police, and it took them an hour, and they didn't come. And then my car was drivable enough to get on the road, so it was non-reportable. So we called the police back and canceled.
How do you roll your car and it's drivable? I hit a curb and that was the end of it. I mean, granted, I hydroplaned.
Dodge
It's a
Neon?
very big curb. And that was it. Like, they totaled my car.
Yeah, no, it ended up being totaled after it drove for a little bit and then no longer. But then by that point, the police were canceled. So we're like, well, we'll call a tow truck. And the little guy it chugged on for a bit, though. But Dodge Neon, 2001 Dodge Neon.
So
And then
you rolled it and it landed on the wheels?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like dropping
twice.
a piece of toast and the buttered side is up. That's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
lucky.
I mean, but it's also that the butter side did hit the ground first and then it rolled back over. So like the roof was
like
that's why it was
worse.
totaled, was because the roof had been like crushed enough that they were like, this is not going to be safe if we even would try repairing it. The structure of the car is no longer usable. So yeah, but it did such a good job not killing me that I got another Dodge Neon right after that. So
Oh my gosh, are we the same person? Because I literally got the same car that I totaled, like the same year, everything. Like, I got the same.
All women are basically the same person.
That's true. Yeah. No, but I love Dodge
has
Neon.
not totaled a car. There we
Alex
go.
doesn't drive though.
Well, she's one of the smart ones.
It'd be more impressive if she totaled it and wasn't driving.
Then I'm Superman.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to know your limitations. Was there is this a news show? What kind of show is this? I got more subjects if you want to do that, or we could just keep talking about wrecking cars.
That was only the one. So, and I was fine too. Like, I was not injured either because I was only going like 45. And so it was just like I hit some ice and then I fishtailed and then I spun and it was a hill there. So it wasn't like I was driving recklessly. It just, I was not good at like getting back into the lane appropriately.
So in other words, you were driving recklessly.
Not reckless. I was very intentionally trying to do a thing. Very carefully, just unsuccessfully. Yeah, I mean, it was like a 55 thing, but I was like, it's a Groundhog Day, and it was fine weather, and I didn't expect it to be so bad. There's just a patch of slush. So, yeah, Paula, what other news you got?
Raining.
Yeah, share my screen.
Oh yeah, see rain. 45 is not that. It was. I mean, it was. It's also for you guys that were like, maybe you're in cities though. Like this was out on like a highway, so this was going out of town. So it's not like I was in a city. I don't go to cities. I would not drive.
I want to read this chat. A drunk driver hit me and I rolled 1.5 times and it was very undrivable. I see Stevie J everywhere. He's another Stuttering John troll fan. Anyway, just wanted to call him out. Yeah, you should watch my videos. Anyway, I love this tweet. Elon Musk should retroactively charge everyone who has a blue check mark for every month they've had it. If you let me explain, this will make perfect sense to you. A thread. The reason is fuck you. This guy's very funny, by the way. Yeah. Do you know him, Alex?
I learned about him from Twitter, from YouTube, from his reviews of shitty movies.
He used to be a political YouTuber, and he had to change because he used to be Dr. Shame, and he had to change to a movie reviewer so he could just stay monetized. But he's very funny, very, very based. Let's check out this tweet. No, not that tweet.
Wait, okay, while you're finding that, I'm confused by there's multiple people in chat saying only 45 as well. Do you guys never drive like on a highway ever? Like our speed limit generally is 55. So I'm confused by like, do you only drive like super slowly?
It does sound like they live in more
you only can go like 25 miles an hour though. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like, I mean, like in my area, almost everything that's not a major highway, it's like 35. You know how hard it is to move your car 35 miles an hour?
Yeah. It's that slow. It's not gonna, it's a Dodge Neon. It won't make it.
They won't pull you over unless you're going more than 10 miles over the speed limit. So why the hell would I not?
Yeah.
You go 9.
Yeah. I thought everybody did this.
Why are you sharing one of my tweets?
Because it's working up to something.
Okay.
So somebody named Alex of all games. Anonymity is part of free speech. Everything Jonathan Swift wrote. He's the guy who wrote about eating babies, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Wrote under a pseudonym to protect himself from arrest. So can I show you someone who disagrees with you, Alex? I agree with you. That's why I liked it.
Okay.
Jordan Peterson says, "Fuck you, Alex. You're wrong. They're devilish, satanic trolls." Let's listen to a little bit of this until I can't stand it anymore.
The biggest problem that I can see is that the large online platforms allow anonymous troll demons.
Troll demons, Alex. Fuck you. You're wrong.
To rampage through society with no cost to themselves. And I can identify these people quite accurately now.
And just say so if you want to chime in. If you get too angry, like I'm starting to get angry.
This will make a number of the people who are watching and listening uncomfortable because they'll be in the list of people who do this sort of thing. So the first thing is they have an anonymous name. The second thing is the anonymous name usually has something psychologically significant about it in a very negative direction. So
your friend Paul, asshole.
So it's self-denigrating, or it's demonic, or it's otherwise offensive, and purposefully so. And then the people
Look at this
who are
asshole on the
utter
left,
cowards,
too.
likely to be narcissists and Machiavellians, resentful people sitting in their basement at home, dwelling on their misery. And
basement dwellers, Juliet.
Oh my God. So often Jordan Peterson just like misses like hardcore and it drives me nuts.
What was he saying at the beginning? I got distracted and was reading chat. So what did you start off with saying? What's his?
Anonymity is for devil demons.
Okay, so he's just like, he
trolls.
thinks that they're like, you need to have
He's one of those that thinks that if you're not using your real full name and a current photo on a social media account, that like that shouldn't be allowed because you should be like held accountable in real life for what you say online. No.
I used to think that, and I used to use my real name, and then I went online and started talking to people and changed my mind right quick. Not everyone can go on Joe Rogan the next day and sell a fucking book, you asshole.
Well, and it's wild because I really like Jordan Peterson. Like, I think a lot of what he says is right. This is a bad take from him, and I think part of it is he never had the option of anonymity.
Yeah.
True.
But
you can look at he loves looking at history to make like his points and stuff. And there's plenty of history to show you that anonymity is absolutely necessary to free speech. Absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
Like it's like the amount of like how many of Swift's publishers were freaking tortured on the rack for them to admit that they were publishing Jonathan Swift so that they could arrest him is insane. So it's like, no, this is absolutely horrific take, awful, and the rhetoric he's using is also just retarded.
No,
devil demons. That doesn't convince you. Everyone's demonic.
Things are getting to him. You know, he stood like solid for a while.
He needs a Xanax or two.
He just needs to step away from Twitter. Honestly, like. Stop reading the comments that on your posts. Hire somebody to post for you or whatever. He's but it's like also, I mean, to me, it's one of those things where it's a safety issue. Even if you're a nobody, even if you're not Jordan Peterson, if you come across a crazy person on the internet and they decide they get obsessed with you, like this happens to people all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like even in real life for things, you can have like anonymous suggestion boxes and stuff. You don't have to always have like, hey, who suggested this thing here? Let me know. Like especially or like criticisms or something though too. Like not everyone wants to be public because then they're gonna get mad at you for something and have stand up and try to choke you and lose their wedding ring in the process. Like,
well, and here's the thing. Like, I think it was Dad said this that so like. Some people consider anonymity in speech to be a form of lying, but Gad went over how if you're against lying, lying is one of your first principles. But then one of your other first principles is to protect people from, being horrifically murdered, when you can. And a Nazi comes to your door and asks if you have Jews in your attic, and you say no. even though that's a lie.
Did you just lie to me?
Then you know that you didn't actually violate your first principles against lying, because you actually adhered to a hierarchy of principles wherein protecting someone's life took precedent over lying in your principles.
And that's, I mean, oh, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done.
It was just like, so that's how anonymity protects you. It's a shield again. It's a type of preemptive self-defense, sort of like having a security system in your home. So it's about protecting yourself. It's not about, preventing yourself from having like any consequences. That's not the point.
And that's what, I mean, like Carter uses that a very similar example of just like if a murderer comes to your house and asks like, is your daughter home? Like you can say no. And he would say that it is not a lie, because like a lie would be, not the truth to gain some, I forget what word, like, but to gain something from it. And when you're
okay to lie.
When you're if you're doing self-defense or like defending family or something though too, then like you're not trying to gain something from this. You're especially protecting yourself physically. So like I wouldn't even consider it a lie. And that's if you care about lying. I mean, and some people might say that like there are reasons for like at least even like white lies or something though too, where
Right. I don't think that everyone deserves sincerity. I think in this day and age, sometimes you got to hold things back. And if somebody asks you a question that they don't deserve to know, yes, it's a lie, but who cares? Not everyone deserves explanation. Not everyone deserves sincerity. It's something that's to be earned, is for where I come from morally on this subject.
I don't know if I think it should be earned, or I think if you betray like with your rights of like, I'm going to treat you and like respect your rights if you respect mine. And when you stop doing that, then I don't need to do the same for you anymore.
Right.
So I don't know if there's a certain thing of like, I think trust should be earned, but then I think like I'll treat someone, try to like be honestly and stuff too, unless there's like a reason that they've shown that they aren't going to show the same way for me. I don't know. I have to think about it more.
Yeah, I think we agree on the trust issue, and that we might be agreeing with different words.
Maybe.
Yeah. Did you want to finish this video, or have you had enough of this frog-voiced
sorry.
know-it-all?
He's just ranting. Like
Kermit. Yeah. And that's what he does now, though. Like, he just rants about things.
What the fuck is wrong with Russell Brand? He dresses like a pirate.
I'm not against it. Who doesn't like pirates?
Yar.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
You want to just hear like his finishing argument?
Yeah.
Have power because they have access to an audience that they would never gather by their own merits.
Oh yeah?
They are saying things.
But they did.
But they did because like they have an audience.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is that the technology has made it easier to connect with people, made it faster, but you could still connect with people if you were anonymous or a liar. That was totally still possible before social media. It just took longer.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem with like people like Jordan Peterson when it comes to their social media takes, is that they look at social media as this absolutely new thing that has never before like affected society before. And I'm like, it's a tool. It is a tool in the toolbox. It makes things faster. You sound like a Luddite when you start freaking out about how we connect to people getting faster. That's how it sounds to me. Because that's the thing, cancellation campaigns existed even in science before social media. So it's not as if cancellation campaigns didn't exist. It's just they took longer.
Julia really
point
wants
this
us
out.
to,
These were all published anonymously.
Yeah, right.
And they literally changed public sentiment to, support a revolution against the world's biggest empire. There's a use for anonymity, especially in a world where if you say something somebody in HR finds offensive, you'll get fired.
Yeah.
It would be one thing if behavior online was like your employer could never use that against you at work. Like it's accepted that that's your private life, even though it is public, but it's your private life. They have no say over that, but it's not. They'll fire you.
Yeah. You have to, and your work might even tell you that they want some separation between the employee that is you and the you that is on the internet, which means you take a fake name.
Anonymity, yeah.
It's like, if you want to be on the internet, then almost every company now has a social media like policy, which is you get some distance from it by giving yourself anonymity. You definitely do, but like otherwise they could fire you.
And on Rumble, who Hate Your State also said, "Ask this douche why voting is anonymous," and he was meaning, I think, Jordan
also,
Peterson.
someone on YouTube made that same point.
Yeah,
but I want to acknowledge it on Rumble because we want to go to Rumble.
I don't care. I always
that was unintentional.
Talk over Hate Your State.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that I know that I can't remember. It was from the Anarchist Handbook. One of the anarchists in there was saying,
somebody arrest her.
was saying that you should not. The fact that voting is anonymous is bad because then you can't like prove the vote. And I remember in the book club when we talked about it, I said, no, it's anonymous. Sorry.
It's such the worst word for you. I know.
I know it is. Is there so that people can't punish you for how you vote. It like so that
that's why you still have voter ID. Like you still prove that you are you.
Yeah,
like,
you can prove that you voted.
Then,
you can count the votes and match them to the people who say they voted and everything. But you can't know how people
cemeteries.
voted.
Right.
I just put this picture on screen because I was tired of looking at Jordan Peterson.
I mean, like I know you're and Paul. Like I think the criticisms are fair for this, and I think it's just important. And like we've talked about this before too, where it's just people that like, oh, I really like Jordan Peterson for the like he says a lot of great things, and I think it's important that we're like don't put people on pedestals. And I think that happens when you're just like he's great, he's the leader, and then once like oh they have this bad take and that shatters. And I've been prone to it, and I try to not do that as much now, but it's just something that you have to like keep yourself in check, saying that like he's human, he's not you, he's a different individual, he's gonna have different beliefs. Sometimes the ideas that he has are gonna be retarded.
Yeah.
I felt that way when I read his books. Like I was like, he's got some really smart things. Like I recognized that, but some of his points in his book, his two books, the 12 Rules and Beyond Order, I was like, not all of these are hits. Like, and not all of his reasonings behind them are hits. And that's fine. I didn't expect him to be, fucking perfect. Like that would be insane.
Right. So I think it's okay. Appreciate the good points that people have, and so that way, like you don't get emotionally invested in them when you see them have that. Like, because I've always had to do that with like actors and stuff too. And like I love like they're great at this role that they're doing. Like I love so and so in this thing, and then I have to ignore. I'm really big on separating art from the artist because like I've always had to do that. Where like they're gonna have some sort of weird preachy activist take on something. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. But you're, really great as Jack Donaghy in 30 Rock.
Yeah, I have experience separating the art from the artist because I hate Kanye West's rap, but I love his I love his racism.
See, Paul gets it.
Yeah. We can stop looking at Jordan Peterson now if you'd like.
Here, take him off.
I think we're done with that clip, right?
Sure, I'm fine. I think we got the gist of his bad take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible take.
So what else is going on? We've got, with Twitter stuff though, and we mentioned before, like Elon charging to have the blue checks. There's that. Right? It's at $8. Is that what we're?
Yeah, you want to watch Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez accuse Elon Musk of censoring her? I have it queued.
I have it at all.
In the Bronx and Co-op City.
Too loud. Hold on.
Yeah, wait, hold on. And she's the Biden administration, so just.
Oh yeah, everyone! Biden's bumbles.
Biden's bumbles.
It's Well, we'll just say somebody's Bumbles.
Biden administration, it falls under.
She's an independent. Okay, I won't argue with you. Let's go.
I was at a community
Well,
event.
government.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
In the Bronx in Co-op City. And when I get home...
How's she eating chicken? Or is she eating KFC? I know it's not Chick-fil-A.
Bronx in Co-op City.
Watch you eat.
And when I get home, I see a text from my team saying,
My team.
hey, let me know if you need any help with this Elon stuff.
Who eats it like that, too?
And I was like,
Literally, she's eating like one muscle fiber at a time.
Brain of chicken.
Sometimes eating on camera, and especially the way she's doing it, is like a power move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like eating an apple.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the villain. Yeah, this means I don't care about you.
Yeah.
Or it's like an air of superiority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pulled my Twitter app.
Oh, when she said I pulled something out, I thought it was something.
And it's like gone.
What? Like your fucking
when
mind?
you put your mentions and stuff like that, it's just like literally like a blank screen.
Like you're... Never mind,
Totally
I just
gone.
made that joke.
And I was like, that's weird. So it turns out we got under a certain little billionaire skin.
Speaking of skin, I'm going to eat the skin. Is that it?
Yeah, I'm
We got
really
under a
distracted. I
certain
can't even
little
listen to what
skin.
she's saying because of the chicken and also because of the long nails. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
for
was
women
checking
who
those
have that
out. Aren't
long
they
nails,
great?
It bothers me because I just don't understand how people live with that when they're like, it's annoying to even do. How's she not stabbing her chicken with those nails to cut? Like I would be, but like,
It's a technique.
I've worked with bartenders who couldn't open soda cans or beer cans
because they're
with the nail, and they'd always be like, "Can you open this?" And I'm like, "No, you're gonna have to figure it out."
Yeah, like
I don't.
It just bothers me having them though too. Like I hate the feeling of it. So it's really distracting me. Like I'm sorry to those who do like it, but
You see her technique of handling the chicken?
It is not. I don't know how.
She's got a lot of experience handling things delicately.
Ew.
I just mean food.
The thing is that like, how narcissistic do you have to be to think that was a sign that Elon Musk shadow banned you or
Isn't she the one who said someone wants to date me or something?
Yeah.
And she thought Alex Stein was like, well, Alex Stein is legit probably attracted to her.
I would be more impressed with her. I would think it was more of a power move if she were saying this and just gnawing at this and mouth full and making her point because she just doesn't give a fuck. But this, eating it in this way, I don't think of it as a power move. I think you still care because you're eating it this way daintily.
I'm daintily eating this. So you think she should be deep throating the cock?
Yeah. I would be more impressed if she could do that.
No, you want to know what a real power move would be? If she were eating chicken wings that crazy way people do it, where you just stick the whole thing in your mouth and then pull out.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, the chicken wing. Oh no, I was. Well, I'm in that too, but you're
that's what I thought.
Cool it, yeah. And they.
Is this why Chick-fil-A's closed on Sundays?
Everyone just kept deep throating chicken too much, and they're like, "No, this has to stop."
Alexandria, stop deep throating that. All right, this is getting way off the tracks.
Thanks,
Did
AOC.
we watch that?
Ruined another thing.
Tweeps are just hanging out in Slack, which is a chat program for businesses.
Like Discord.
Saying nice things to each other, like, "Oh, I love your new Neo vagina. It's great." Some incredible people leaving Twitter. We're worse off without them there, says Casey Newton. Rest in peace. I didn't even know he was sick. Twitter employees get endless shit. That's because they of their sex reassignment surgery. It's just it rearranges all your stuff. But once I knew, they worked hard. They worked mattered. There were so many posts that needed to be deleted, Alex. And we need to delete all of them. And they never stopped trying, not until the moment their screens went blank, like their fucking brains. Like their mind. All right, I guess that's the end of the Twitter segment.
Why? Oh, wait, Mutter Fetcher on Rumble says Rumble chat is trash. Sorry, Rumble. I'm not trying to say anything against you. I'm just reading what it says. Why? Why is it trash? What's going on here? Juliet, you responded.
They're working on it, is what I hear.
What's because it doesn't, you can't tag and stuff.
No, it's just like it's just garbage. I mean, there's like they didn't decide to work in any difference of color for screen names.
Oh yeah.
Like
so
it's just
very basic and
the worst chat on any platform. Unfortunately, sorry.
We
Love you,
need
Rumble.
the picture-in-picture for the display, and we also need a pop-out chat, and we need something that's more like either Rumble or not Rumble. I mean, like YouTube or even Twitch. Like Twitch has a workable chat, and Odyssey has a workable chat.
Have unlimited amounts of money, and then that's it. Step one, and then you're done.
How'd Odyssey do it? Rumble is a publicly traded company. I hear they're working on it.
I thought Odyssey doesn't have great stuff either. I thought
they have a workable chat.
Yeah, their chat's way better than it used to be.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really? I haven't checked in a long time. The last time I saw it,
the platform itself, people say they have trouble with, but the chat is good.
I was just impressed with Rumble. I haven't checked Odyssey, but Rumble actually plays videos for me now. It's how I was watching Paul's stream last night because it buffered so much, and like I could never even watch anything on it. But now they've worked it out where even my terrible internet can play some videos and live streams nonetheless. All right, what's going on, Steph?
Connecting to Rumble.
I know, Steph. I don't know what your problem is on Rumble, Steph. I know that you.
Yeah, Steph is boomerang Rumble.
I think because it's something on like her phone. I vaguely remember you explaining it, but something that like it doesn't work right. That the chats don't show up or something from your phone. I don't know.
She thinks she's being censored, but she's being ridiculous.
Yeah, I did see. I think before the stream, she asked like what happened to her comment in chat, and I think sometimes when you comment too early on YouTube, though, like those chats do just disappear overall. So I don't think it's like intentional intentional actual banning, but I think they just disappear.
What's this?
At a certain time.
New Amsterdam. Do you want to talk about that, Alex?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Right, I don't know what this is, but I'll bring it up on my screen. Tell us about this, Alex. Tim Graham.
Okay, so this was posted by Tim Graham. Tuesday's NBC medical drama New Amsterdam began with mass sadness among the characters.
Hold on, I need to play some mood music. Go ahead.
Did someone die at the hospital? Did someone at the hospital die?
Music is too loud.
I know.
Let's turn it down.
Sorry.
Okay. Did someone at the hospital die? Was there a mass shooting? Wife got it right. Roe v. Wade was overturned. Then she said, "Isn't half."
All right, music stops now. Okay, good. You want to do a watch party of whatever this is?
No.
Bulldogs, get them off the streets. All right, I'll shut up. Wow.
This is his sad music.
He's looking directly into the camera.
He's looking.
Unseasonably warm. Isn't that the name of this show? Is that why they're sad? It's unseasonably warm.
Like, guys, you're in a hospital. There are people dying. Why are you congregating like this?
Because it's unseasonably warm, Juliet. He wanted a white Christmas.
And then play it.
Roe.
It's just so stupid.
And they all already knew. We already saw their faces earlier when they saw it, and they were all sad. And now they're like, "Oh man, let's all just stand here and look at this TV."
The dad at the beginning looking at his daughter. Oh, now I'll never be able to abort you.
Too late now.
Look how sad.
I have to raise you now. You're retarded. Look what she's doing to that tomato. Yeah. You're supposed to eat it. That's not how you eat a tomato.
Another one of you. Oh.
Well, it's plastic, but
you're trying to eat a plastic tomato and you can't even manage that. I want to kill you, but I can't.
For the men to be that upset, I'll say that like if you believe that.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
If you want your, I don't know, like for women, they have, I think there is a difference between men and women. So like women can have their own reasons for like, you know, wanting to get rid of it. But for the men to be so emotionally upset by like you can be, I don't know, crying over it, I think is just a little too much. It's like the woman at the beginning too, where like who had the fake crying picture or whatever. Though,
yeah.
Like, if anything, I was angry by it, but like to cry over it is.
I just the latte is so.
Yeah, to drop it. Oh my god.
No, I kid you not, guys. Like the day this happened, I was at a restaurant with my friends, and I overheard
coffees everywhere.
There's coffee all over the floor. This girl, like right next to us, is talking to her friend, and she was like, "Yeah, I called my boyfriend today and told him we're gonna have to start using birth control."
You were?
Yeah, you should.
Right? And I was like, "Oh my god!"
Even if you're okay,
this was his reaction.
Yeah, like, oh no.
Oh no.
Like,
just work on your pull-out game, bro.
With abortions generally, you like it's still like here's this procedure that can be dangerous, like no matter like how early on, like that it's still this medical procedure that can be dangerous. And sure, other birth control or actual birth control can be as well, but like less so generally.
Right.
That's just not my go-to move.
Hey guys, what's she doing? She's running from responsibility.
Where is she going? Like, what? She's
I
running
don't know.
so fast.
Hold on, let me turn the sound off.
She's trying to get an abortion real quick before like, it goes.
But here's the problem with this: is that they're acting as though there was no forewarning that Roe v. Wade was going to be overturned. Like the leak didn't happen. And it was
right.
Where the fuck are we supposed to get our adrenochrome from now? I don't know, but we gotta find it. I'm with you. Let's defeat fascism, for we are the, what is this? The New Amsterdams. Oh, this is Washington, D.C. Wait.
No, it's New
Yeah,
We are
Amsterdam.
the Revengers. We want to kill your baby.
Someone said that last shot is perfect for memeing. You know what you put on the
like
on the
why
screen. So like someone put like Elon Musk's like smug face, and it's like Elon Musk buys Twitter.
Yeah,
like that's what they're reacting to. But,
yeah, they look like they're watching like 9/11 or something.
Like, literally, there's a woman gasping in the blurry background. There's somebody like,
yeah.
I know they're all like shocked. It's like, first of all, the leak happened. Like,
right.
But this is, I mean, like my issue is that these are real reactions that people probably had. I mean, like when Trump got elected, we have got video of them freaking out. And that's my issue is that society. They're such like sensitive little bitches about everything though. Like, kind of like toughen up a bit.
To do it.
One problem though with this is that everyone in the hospital is upset by it.
Yeah.
When there are definitely pro-life healthcare workers, they exist, and
absolutely,
and they exist in New York. Like they exist everywhere. So it's like really bullshit. Like everyone is upset by this. You're everyone. You're like, no, some people were happy.
It's just that literally. Hospital. That's hospital. Like they are all pro-abortion.
Can you make my screen full screen, please?
Okay.
Hang on. I didn't understand what you meant.
Left.
I thought you meant the one that you're sharing. I'm like, I only have pumpkin spice. Not this over. It is never over.
That's the best I could get. But
yeah. So JB in chat had said, in my opinion, nothing is off limits for jokes. Let me know if I'm out of line for your channel.
I agree.
And I didn't know what that meant, so I had to look up and see what he said. He said earlier, it's New York. You should be able to find a coat hanger in any alley. No, JB, nothing's off limits. I think you should be allowed to joke about anything though. And I love too soon jokes that are also like not too soon, that are like 1800s and you make fun of something, and I like responding with too soon. But I also don't think anything is too soon. You can make fun of whatever.
Yeah, the show is called New Amsterdam. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Mutterfetcher said in Rumble
On
chat
Rumble
that the woman running has to get to the coat hanger store.
It closes at 4:30 because of budget cuts. Gotta go.
Wow. What if there were a store that just sold coat hangers?
Just throw yourself down a flight of stairs, stupid. Just trip. It's over.
Wow. Okay. So everyone go watch New Amsterdam.
Can you run in heels? I can.
I really like medical dramas, like I do, but they like I think it was about 2018. A lot of them started going off the rails. Yeah. And New Amsterdam was one I almost started watching, and then I was like, I literally, because I was trying to find a new one after The Good Doctor woke in when I watched it after it aired, basically. And I was like,
so this is an existing show.
Woke. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a
new show.
So they're just adding this to a show that's been around for a long time?
This show's been around for at least, I think, 3 seasons. And what it is that this guy joins this hospital to like be in charge of it and everything, and like make changes and stuff. And like in one of the later seasons, he goes super woke in a critical race theory way, and apparently tears down all the photos of the like previous heads of the hospital because they're all white men.
White people.
He's like, this is too many, and it's like, were they not the heads of the hospital in the past?
Right.
That's the part that matters.
This is my reaction when I see too many white people.
I will say,
seriously, it's like, then be a good ally and quit so that they can diversity hire and fill your spot.
I'll never quit.
Can we do? I have a totally unrelated thing, but about minorities. So a new Cricket Wireless opened up in town
You can
today.
take my screen off screen if you'd like.
Right, I'm gonna take off screen, on screen, off screen. But and inside, I live in a very like a small white town, and inside the workers there were like 2 like probably Indian guys. There was 1 Asian girl, and I told the one guy where I was just like, this is more like non-white people than I've seen in one location here in town, like ever, and then including me too, though. So I was just like, this is weird.
Did you feel scared?
They're just too, yeah. Like I thought all the white people, they were gonna come stone us too.
As a Mexican, how do you feel when you see Asians? Intimidated, right? Because they're so good at math. Did you know? Hey, have you been hearing about that Supreme Court
Mexican?
case?
I think so in this scenario.
I'm not. But I have had Mexicans think that I'm Mexican.
Are you from Panama?
Those.
No.
I'm ambiguously ethnic.
Oh, you know what? I shouldn't be asking too many questions, but I bet you make a great burrito.
You're gonna say what? South American? None of them.
Yeah, Venezuela, Chile.
The Pacific Island, but that's considered Asian only. Actually, we're considered Oriental.
Like a rug.
So, yeah, like the rug. That's
I believe the word is Asian.
That's what I said. We're Asian, but we're not Pacific Islander. We're the Philippines, which was ruled by Spain. So there is some.
Did you just lie to me?
I would never. Or I wouldn't.
Did you hear about that case? I don't have anything up to go with this as far as video or tweets, but the Supreme Court is hearing a case today about discrimination against Asians in college. You know about this, Alex.
Yep, I know about it. I've been following it for a while. Like Azra's talking about it. Vivek Ramaswamy's talking about it.
Paul knows so much about you, by the way.
I know. I'm like, what are you doing?
On Twitter.
How do you know I know about it?
Because I'm obsessed. You're gonna have to block me in like 3 hours.
Warning, stalker.
Talk about this, Alex. I know that you already know.
I just follow your Twitter, and you sometimes say too much. I don't like those tweets.
But yeah, which by the way, someone's like was mad at Azra for trying to, like, the thing is that this discrimination benefits Black Americans the most. And Azra's part of the people who are fighting it. She's Indian born. Her kids were born here in the US, and she's fighting for Asian Americans to have a fair shake based on merit at universities and private schools. And so, like, so this woman got mad at her and said, go back to your own country, immigrant.
What?
Yeah, she like literally pulled that shit out. And I was I know, to which I basically just said racist xenophobe. And because it's like, that is exactly what that was. And then
you should have said, like, what are you, Trump? And then just like,
really, I know. And then like someone had said to me essentially like that I was like, go back to my own country, immigrant or something like that. And I'm like, dude, I am in my own country. Like, I'm like, I think it's only my great grandfather who was from another country.
Go back
like,
to Italy, bippity boppity.
Yeah, really. And then, like,
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
on my English side of my family, I literally had people come over with the Pilgrims. So it's like, I don't know how much more American I can fucking be at this point.
In high school, my one friend asked me, what's your native land? And I was like, California.
See, I guessed Mexico, and I was wrong. I
was close, you know, upset though, like when people are like, you know, like what, where are you from, or like what people get really offended by that. Though. And I like to make jokes about it though too, as if like, you know, I'll say California or whatever. Like I don't care. Like if you're not saying like go back to, like, I just want to know where you're from so I can tell you to go back to that country or something.
I think you should go back to your country.
I'm here.
I did go back to my state. I went back to Arizona.
Yeah. Also, we got a super chat earlier we need to address. Judge Lott, thank you so much. He says, Paul, you never called my mom back.
She's creepy and she comes on too strong. I'm sorry.
Well, Judge.
I ghosted her. I swiped left. I swiped no.
I don't know. I've never been on phone
Me neither.
dating apps.
I think dating apps are weird. It feels like shopping for people.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think that's weird, but
which part of Mexico are you from?
I don't even know any places in Mexico.
She was like, I can
Mexico City.
Like, I can't even, I know that's the only one. Then I doubted myself and was like, is that in New Mexico?
No, that's New Mexico City.
Yeah.
Is this show terrible or funny? I can't tell. I don't know. We got viewers.
Yeah. Well, they're tired of all the racism. I did say that before,
I love racism.
We're gonna get banned on YouTube eventually, so then we're just gonna keep saying like all like the terrible things that will get us banned. Though I said that I was gonna say all the racist stuff, but Paul's taking care of it.
Speaking of saying racist stuff, what about Kylie, the basketball guy, Kyrie? He retweeted to some video about blacks being the real Jews, I guess.
Oh yeah, I just heard about that.
And then they made him pay $500,000, and they said that's not good enough. You're suspended.
Yeah, because he was gonna like donate to something.
He was gonna donate to the ADL, and they said no, thank you.
Yeah, they didn't want it,
which is ridiculous.
And then they suspended.
And it's the thing though, is that and people keep pointing it out. It's like, so he has to be in trouble for sharing this video, but Amazon.
It's fine to like have it on Prime. That's okay.
You want to hear something crazy about this story? Do you know who Danny Polishchuk is?
Yes.
The guy who works with Ryan Long.
That's what he's known for.
Yep.
The fat Polish Jew guy. So he watched that video on his YouTube channel. Guess what happened, Juliet? He got suspended.
Wow.
Guess what happened, Alex? He got a strike. Guess what happened, Beverly? He's on Rumble for a week.
Jeez,
and he's ridiculous. Like, but I'm a Jew. And now he's like, I agree with Kyrie. Fuck these guys.
That does seem like something he would say.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god. But no,
although I have to say, like, on the flip side of this, like, I don't want too much attention drawn to Amazon because I don't want them to start moderating the documentaries and stuff that they have on Prime, because there have been some really good ones.
Or the terrible movies that they accept, because they accept everything, and I will watch.
They even accepted like people's like self-written science fiction books. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Look at that smile on Julia. It's an angry smile.
They bury books on Amazon. They do. They bury them. So that's why my novel's not published on there. So Mutterfetcher asks Alex
on Rumble.
Alex is the only Asian on the podcast. How do you feel about this being
Asian?
Yeah.
This being what?
Because it was about like Asian Americans.
Yeah.
Oh, about the whole
Asian American,
thing.
and you asked Alex.
Yeah.
I'm just Mexican. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Philippine X's
The Filipinos
are considered half Mexican, half Chinese. By someone, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that.
Hey, you want to listen to Joy Reid talk about how she defines inflation?
No, but okay.
You don't have to, but I have it queued up. It's pretty funny.
Before you do that, though, I am going to take off because I do.
Oh yeah, you have your own stream. Yeah, okay.
No,
let's watch Alex's stream.
Oh, right, because it is. Yeah, you just.
This is my break. Actually, this is. I came out of my break.
Out of hibernation. Yeah. Well, any amount of
I'm
Alex
actually really happy you showed up, Alex. It was great meeting you.
Yeah,
what are you playing
glad
tonight,
I did
Alex?
too. I'm not back streaming until Tuesdays. That's when I start back up again. So, and that's,
Tuesdays is Destiny night, right?
Yes, it is.
He knows everything about you, Alex.
Yeah,
Destiny night is Tuesday, and then you play Grim Dawn on Saturdays, and you play Warframe on Sundays.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with Alex
Friday.
Maselli. Alex.
Beverly knows Friday is the horror night.
That's my favorite night.
Monday's going
my
through a
least favorite
change.
night.
Monday is not going to be my second Destiny 2 night anymore. It's going to be something else.
Hey, Alex, quit with the video game shit. Do a talk show.
Have you ever considered doing like a talk show or like just talking about news with people or anything like that?
I don't
Maybe
know.
like pop culture or just like general news.
I don't think that works. I'm sorry.
I think every time I go live, I'm just going to talk for an hour, and I talk for 5 hours, and it's always like the best stream I've ever done. Every stream I do is better than the last one.
Wow.
That's confident.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, what?
I'll be your co-host if you want. I'm not trying to like ruin your stream.
Everyone, we're done.
Saying that Alex's co-host, you'll be my co-host. Like you just a
I
kind
wanna
of
be your
co-host slut, man.
All right, someone's also yelling behind me.
Yeah, we
It's
hear
almost
her.
feeding time.
Oh man. Well, thanks, Alex. We'll launch this video and then wrap up soon. Bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Well, this is awkward. She stayed for much longer than I thought.
I was seeing what topics are good for like the last few topics. I did have that one
video
that I talked about. This one. Let's do it.
What do we have to say about Alex now that she's gone? We can say.
I hate her.
I only ever talk about how I love her.
She's the best.
She's the worst at Destiny and Warframe.
She rejects my love every time I try.
Are you talking as me or as you?
No, as me. Every stream, I always try to tell Alex that I love her, and she just like says. Sometimes she directly says no, and then
because she always responds favorably to me.
Every time she like shakes her head, or
she's like, "Thanks for the $20, Paul. I guess you're okay too."
Yeah. Well, you're giving money.
That's what she says.
I'm giving my love. I'm declaring my love to her, and she's just not enough for her.
Wow.
It'll never be enough. All right, let's do.
Here, use the word inflation.
What's wrong with her body?
She's fat.
She has like a turkey neck, though. Like it's just there's something. I mean, that shirt neckline is doing nothing to help anything going on here. But like she looks like an alien in this video.
The hair. I mean, it just
she's got like a little weird neck and then just like an expanse of flesh that.
Yeah, but at least she's smart.
Things wouldn't be problems. But at least she's got the smart. What I do? What are these earrings? I
don't know.
I do like fun earrings.
I think they're beehives.
Oh, I said I like fun earrings. Okay, go ahead and play.
Or grenades or pineapples.
Yeah.
And economists, right? So that is not part of the normal lexicon of the way people talk. So it's interesting that Republicans are doing something they don't normally do, right? Which is not use the common tongue, right? Not use just common English to sort of do on their campaigns like they're doing with crime.
They're using big words.
But what they've done is they've taught people the word inflation, right?
Yeah.
Most people who would have never used that word ever in their lives are using it now because they've been taught it.
It's like three
including
syllables.
on TV, including in newspapers. They've been taught this word, and they sort of wrap this word around whatever it is that they really want to vote. The reasons they really want to vote. The people I ever heard.
They wrap it around like a corn dog.
Oh,
they've been taught this word, and
so
they
good.
sort of wrap this word
like really
around
hungry.
whatever it is that they really want to vote. The reasons they.
It's like a gyro.
What word is she talking about?
Inflation.
Oh.
Republicans invented
So
it.
that is not part of the normal
taught them
lexicon.
that word?
Inflation. No one uses the word inflation except in bed. For an
air mattress.
Yeah, the air mattress.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Of the way
I was trying to
people
think of like a
talk.
sex
So it's
act
And penis.
Interesting that Republicans are doing something they don't normally do, right? Which is not use the common tongue, right? Not use just common English.
See, she's talking all about bedroom stuff.
To
It's
sort of
like
do on their campaigns like they're doing with crime. But what they've done is they've taught people the word inflation, right?
Inflation. I have a few more things. We're gonna do lightning round. Is that okay with you,
Like,
Beverly?
how can anybody take her seriously?
I know, right?
I don't know.
So wait, there was someone I wanted to say on on Rumble. Oh, Mutterfetcher had said, "How dare she appropriate my white culture with that hair?"
No,
That's white
see,
culture hair.
we're the only ones that can
Blonde.
be racist, and we're also the only ones that can appropriate culture. Like,
I do
white
both.
people can do either of those
That
things.
seemed really unfair, though. Like, how come white people are the only ones that can do these things? Okay, we need equality for all. I need to be allowed to be racist. I need to be allowed to appropriate. Like,
All Asians are racist. I just found out that you're Asian. Tell us about your least favorite Asian. Never mind.
Oh my gosh, there are
We'll
too
talk
many
about
to
that
list.
later. I have a few things. So this is a John Fetterman ad. Have you seen this?
Oh my gosh, have you, Beverly? This is actually like one
So
of
you've
those
seen
things.
it. I want to hear
I
Beverly's.
keep getting texts about him though, because I live in Pennsylvania.
First of all, it's not a horror movie trailer, but it looks like one.
He's like shuffling like Frankenstein.
Mr. Fetterman.
Kid, run
Mr.
away.
Fetterman,
Yeah,
you need any help?
I'm running for the U.S. Senate, kid.
And I'm retarded.
I need all the help I can get.
Because I can't form sentences.
You're running for Senate?
Sure.
I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I'll stop
Where's your
interrupting.
suit and your flag pin?
I need a hoodie to cover
Oh my gosh,
hump.
stop it right
No, I like it. I'm going to stop, and it doesn't stop.
Hey, kid.
I just want you to know I'd vote for you.
Hey, thanks, kid.
You want a drink?
Nah, no.
Really, you can have it.
Okay. Thanks.
Like Mean Joe. What's the... Yeah, Mean Joe Green. Exactly.
See you around.
He finished it in one gulp.
Hey, kid.
Before the kid left.
Catch.
Wow. Thanks, Mayor John.
What if he got confused because of his stroke and accidentally like mixed up his hands and threw the bottle at his head?
No, okay, now go back like 10 seconds. He turns to look at the kid, and you can see the like evil twin that he's got growing back there.
All right, let's do it.
See you around.
Ready? Wait for it. Not yet.
Hey, kid.
Oh.
Choking out. No one will ask him about it. Like, sir, what is wrong? What is happening back
It's
there?
because I think there's a stent that brings blood to his head and like fluid builds up. At least that's what somebody told me. I probably just got it wrong. There's a reason that's there, and it might be an alien.
It's clearly his twin.
He reminds me of the brother in the show My Name is Earl. Like, I haven't seen that in a long time, but this is that guy. Like, and just like even like his demeanor too, like how he speaks and like the demeanor of just he plays this guy. His character is like kind of a slow guy, and you know the not as intelligent brother of like the two hillbilly brothers.
He was in American History X. I thought Edward Norton was the good guy. I hated when he changed.
Who? This guy?
Never mind.
Ethan, whatever. Yeah, I've seen him in other things too, though. But like, this is what Fetterman reminds me of that, and I don't think I'd like watched him much before. So wow, that was a trashy commercial.
It's just terrible.
There's more of them, but I didn't.
These are the types of videos I mean, like I made in 2005. Like,
you want to watch
with my high school students with VHS cameras.
Yeah, like this is what I did. Like but mine were funnier, I think.
Well, we'll be the judge of that. You're
not gonna find it. I don't even get that.
No, I'll find it.
What are we finding? Oh yeah, we've got like the original things. Oh, do that. No, don't do that one.
I'm doing it. She took it off screen, but you know what? You can still hear it.
Oh, I can't even stop it.
You know what? Hold on.
Oh, maybe if I remove Paul. Nope, you're gone until.
Gosh, I was like I took a sip right when that happened, and I was trying really hard not to like snort it.
Let me at least say goodbye.
And I was like, don't laugh.
No, the ones I'm talking about were like older ones too, and we did the sitcoms in like 2006. So then I had that. Like they're even older.
Are you wearing a shirt with your own face on it?
Yep. Yeah, I wore that in the talent show. Actually, that was pretty much the outfit that I wore in talent show in high school.
I love it.
So,
all right, I'll stop.
We would be friends in high school, I can tell.
Yeah. Oh, I did like a lot.
You would have hated me in high school.
I hate
Why?
you now.
Are you a dick?
I like you, Beverly the Dick.
Yeah, what were you like in high school then? I think Juliette and I were both like theater people, right?
I was like
an asshole.
really nerdy. Yeah.
You're an asshole.
I was someone who was picked on, but realized early in life, like around 13, that I'm very funny and I can make fun of people and make them feel bad.
Oh,
so that was my self-defense because no one liked me.
Did you make people cry?
No, I had like the clique of the people who were kind of outsiders, but everyone kind of respected because we were all funny and we were all good at like making fun of people and making them feel bad.
Yeah.
I use my words. You know the story that every guy tells? Like, I got picked on, but then I punched the bully right in the face and then he never dealt. That's all fake. I learned that I could hurt people emotionally.
Yeah, no, when you cut, that was a thing too that I'm like, I try to avoid that because like I would jump to people like, here are their insecurities, and I'm like, I don't want to make everyone feel.
Yeah, we're all that type of person.
Yeah, Juliet's definitely a person who can like cut through the bullshit and see the nature of a person.
I really have like a great fear that in moments of where somebody pushed me far enough that like I finally was like, all right, game on. Yeah. I have said some things to people that they probably will be repeating to their therapist in 10 years because it gave them like deep-seated insecurities.
Fortunately, I don't think it really comes. I mean, I'm so non-confrontational though too, so like I don't get into those, but like
that's why Julia and I get along, and that's why we do PJ Party on Your Friend Paul on Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, Odyssey. Your Friend Paul, PAWL. PJ Party every 11 p.m. Wednesday. Wednesdays 11 p.m. Eastern
like
time.
11:05.
They only have.
I start at 10:55, whether you're there or not.
He does. He was like,
and I talk shit about you.
Let's do an audio check, and it was like 10 minutes before, and I was like, okay, I'll be there in a minute, and he was like, I'm already starting. And I was like,
just like tonight. We didn't start till 7:05 because Julia.
But I'm fine with starting late though. Like YouTube, they like it delayed, and YouTube likes it late.
I was in the back room at 6:40.
You're waiting that long. No, we were way too casual for that. I think Daniel Wagner, he was here like 10 minutes.
Great.
Like you're waiting way earlier than we meet. Like I come on a couple of minutes, pull up all the tabs and stuff. I'm like, I don't know what we're talking about. We'll see. Like, what did Alex and Juliet post this week? I went through this morning because we were late in the Discord, and I went through and tried to find things. But luckily, Paul had a bunch of stuff too, so we didn't even need to worry about it.
I always feel the need, like I gotta. I have one last video to play. It's you.
Or video.
Bye.
Just remove my sharing from the thing.
I can't.
That's all I have to say.
I think I'm not even sure where it's playing. I think maybe it's just playing through you somehow because it is.
Yes, I pipe all my audio through my microphone channel.
Yeah. Oh, so I can just mute you. Okay. Yeah, that works. I could keep you on screen and then but I have the power to mute you. I don't mind watching, I guess, though. Silently. But pumpkin. I wish I could find those rainbow arm warmers though, and like the socks.
Oh,
I miss
I'm back.
all those things. Yeah, you're here.
I really do have to go to the bathroom, but this is a great time to end it.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think I have anything. We've got other stuff going on. It's about 9:00 Eastern time for all of us.
Juliet, do you want to do a stream tonight, or do you have a party?
I'm not. Maybe actually, yeah, maybe possibly. But I need to eat. I'm like.
Yeah, I'm gonna like wait 30 minutes.
Hear my stomach growling through the microphone. Like,
it's been so much fun, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, Paul. Yeah, this has been fun.
I came
twice. We noticed. I could tell.
Oh my god!
That's the sound you make.
Apparently.
Oh my god!
No, he like clipped multiple of me
Yeah.
saying that
Oh
in
my
different
goodness.
tones.
This is the sound I make when I come.
It's gross.
I'm just watching like the penis like go deflate too.
Ew.
Wait, have you been watching me? Do you subscribe to my OnlyFans? That's the only way you would know that.
Okay.
I really got to go to the
OnlyFans.com. Okay. Paul, we'll wrap up. You can leave. We'll just do some housekeeping, Juliet, if you want.
Housekeeping. We're reading War and Peace. Come
War
to
and
our
Peace.
book club at 5 a.m.
Yep. Paul's got it. He knows everything about Alex and everything about
Carter
and all that. I don't even know. We got Elle on next week. I don't
Can't
know
wait.
the time. Are we still set? Or we're gonna? Oh, it doesn't. I can do 5 p.m.
Oh
Eastern.
my god!
I don't have a job now.
7 p.m.'s better.
I'm available. Well, I mean, we're gonna be changing when we switch.
That's
So
right.
go
You're
to-
canceled.
Yeah, we got canceled, guys. But it'll be, where am I at? I will probably start streaming over on my Rumble channel then. So like go subscribe over there.
Your stream is good. I watched it last night, the dim side. I recommend it.
You were so generous too with your donations to go against Puma Fist.
It was purely self-interest. I want to know how to cash out Rumble. Thank you.
I know, yeah. So I need to still check because like it takes like 20% though. So if you have to do $50,
better than YouTube.
Yeah, it is, but it's just under 50. That ended up being like whatever. Like it didn't quite make it, so I have to see whether or not it'll let me. But I still need to check it out. So thank you. Bye. So we got that. So Elle on. I think we're gonna do 5 p.m. Eastern then for that. If she hasn't been told otherwise, and Alex can make that time, and then we're gonna.
I hope she makes it this time.
I know, right? We'll see if she actually shows up.
If she doesn't, I'll be your alternate.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
that'll be our last episode. Yeah. So
Let me on with her, even if she does show up. She's my former co-host. Don't mean to be pushy. I'm actually going to leave now.
Drama going on. We're not going to do.
No, I love Lauren, some bitch I know. She's a good friend of mine. I mean it.
Again, I don't believe that you have friends. So
Lauren is a good friend of mine.
But yeah. So we've got that. We've got you're still doing narrative dissonance Monday. Like everything is still happening next week except for 451. Is that true?
I think so.
Okay.
Alex commented in
to...
YouTube chat 1 minute ago. So Alex, you tell us.
Yeah, I haven't been able to make it to the meeting, so I don't know all the updates though. but yeah, so I think next week will be relatively normal. Then we'll have the last Friday stream at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. And advertise again. I only had Paul's YouTube, but he's on Twitch and
it's your friend Paul, username your friend Paul with a W everywhere. Odyssey, Rumble, Twitch.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And then that's the only thing. Like I get to be the dim side and everything else except for YouTube, where I'm stuck as the sorceress princess forever. Then join. Yeah. So we've got Unsafe Space has a Discord you can join. It's I think still monetary subscriptions though too. So if you go through like Subscribes or whatever, I've got mine too, where we could do like movie nights and things. What else? I'll put links in hidden channel. I can't think of anything else. Is that good?
No, things are, we're in a transition phase right now. So
I'm optimistic about it. I think it's going to be good for doing more writing and stuff. That's what Carter really, I think, excels in more. And I found that like I was enjoying writing more articles and stuff too. I'm like, the first time I did the newspaper stuff, I think I struggled where I'm like, how do I make this article like longer? I felt like I didn't have enough to say. But now I'm just like, I can't shut up. Like I'm doing like 5 pages, single space for the city council and all that. And it was just kind of like, but I felt like I needed to, I didn't want to misrepresent anything. So I was trying to be really careful. Like, here are all the quotes. Here's what, even we were talking about EMS and like how emergency services is terrible all around. Like they're lacking on people like volunteering or just being part of it. Like they can't, like funding and everything. It's bad like all across the country. And so here they're trying to figure out locally. And then the fire chief happened to stop by to yell at Cricket to like say like, hey, you need to move out of the fire lane because they had stuff that too, so they had to move. But he was telling me that he read the article. He's like, I don't normally do it because they always like misquote things, so I haven't really read it much. But he said that he was pleasantly surprised with mine and that he appreciated it though too. So I was pretty excited that I'm like, I tried because that's why I did 14 pages of notes. I listened to it like while I was there. I listened to it a second time. It was 2 hours long, so I listened to it twice and took notes. I was trying to like condense it all, and it still took 2 articles. So I'm like, thank you for appreciating the work I did. Oh, Paul's back, so let's leave.
Bye.
Bye.
No, you can say a word.
This would be the perfect time to hit end stream. Bye.
It would. All right. Bye, guys.
Wait,
what?
That was the perfect time.
I know.
So after.
Thanks for sticking around until the end. If you're new to Unsafe Space, check out our deep content library that includes discussions with everyone from James Lindsay to Brett Weinstein. And please consider helping to fund our work by visiting unsafespace.com/donate. You can find us on a variety of social media platforms, and you can find a community of like-minded individuals on our Unsafe Space Discord server, which is open to financial supporters at any level. We hope to see you there.
Warning. This is an unsafe space. Dangerous ideas have been detected. It would be better for your health if you forgot what you just heard. That should be easy for someone of your intelligence. The following co-conspirators are hereby ordered to watch CNN. Experts agree that 87,000 new tax collectors will make inflation feel like less of a problem. I think we can agree that the FBI's track record speaks for itself. If you think about it, only government-sanctioned experts should be allowed to express opinions. But don't. Think about it, I mean. That's not your job. Thinking has been scientifically proven to be less efficient than compliance. Science, scientific, and scientifically are registered trademarks of the World Economic Forum. Unauthorized use is prohibited. Computer voice courtesy. Never mind, that last line is fake news. Please disregard it and return to your safe space immediately. There will be cake.